Stop whatever you're doing. The voice bellowed. Xavier horse-strode in imposingly and shouted, Uncle Caden, we do not know this man. We cannot let him put Sheila's life at risk. I understand that you're worried for Sheila, Xavier. But we do not have any better alternatives now. He is our only hope. Caden shook his head. Who says we have not got any better alternatives? See who I brought. Xavier gestured dramatically and directed everyone's attention to the entrance. In came a podgy old man dressed in a loose green robe. He made his way in confidently. Dr. Shane? There was an instant uproar when everyone caught sight of him. The doctors seemed to have transformed into eager fanboys who met their idols. Their level of excitement was off the charts. This was, after all, the world-renowned miracle healer, Dr. Malcolm Shane. His expertise in acupuncture was one of a kind, and all these experts and professors were considered nothing compared to him. Dr. Shane? Caden and the rest of them were initially astounded, but then it quickly turned into elation. They were expecting him to arrive by nightfall, so it was a pleasant surprise that he managed to get there so soon. Didn't you say you were delayed, Dr. Shane? Lily asked inquisitively. Aunt Lily, I heard that Dr. Shane was held up by traffic and couldn't make it here soon, so I flew a chopper over and picked him up from where he was. Fortunately, we're still in time. Xavier explained. That's brilliant. How smart of you to think of that, Xavier. I'm proud of you. Caden smiled. No doubt Dr. Shane's presence calmed his nerves. Thank you, Uncle Caden. Only doing what I should. Xavier nudda mudasli. Dr. Shane, we have no time to lose. Please save my daughter. Caden cut to the chase and brought him to the emerald bed on which Sheila laid. Mr. Murray, didn't you agree to let me cure her? What is the meaning of this? Dustin was not happy with the turn of events. Young man, I appreciate your good intentions. However, since we have Dr. Shane here, I will not put my daughter at risk. You may take your leave now, Caden said. Mr. Murray, this isn't right. You were the one who requested my help to cure your daughter, and now you're backing out on your promise? This really isn't right. Dustin's eyes narrowed. What do you mean it isn't right? Do you really think that someone like you can compare to Dr. Shane? Xavier asked with disdain. Young man, I have the freedom to get whomever I please to cure my daughter. And as compared to you, I'd much rather trust Dr. Shane here with the task, Caden sobbed frankly. Had he not been at his wit's end, he would never have asked this rascal for help. It's all right that you got someone else to cure your daughter, Mr. Murray, but the gozerberry that you promised me. Caden cut him off mid-sentence. You didn't do anything, why should you have the gozerberry? Do you think you deserve it? So you're going back on your words? Dustin frowned. Dustin was not a short-tempered person, but ungrateful people like Caden never failed to get on his nerves. Young man, cut the nonsense. Isn't it just the money you're after? Guards, bring him $2 million. On Caden's orders, his guards soon came back with 2 cases of cash. Here, take this as your payment for helping Sheila. From now on, we're square. Don't you hear that? Take the money and leave. Now. Xavier ruarat. Ha 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 ha. Dustin suddenly broke out in laughter. But his eyes were cold and icy. What a good strategy you have there, Mr. Murray. How unfortunate for you though, you're being overly optimistic. Do you really think that Malcolm Shane can cure your daughter? A commotion broke out the moment he said that. You rascal! Have you any idea what you've just said? This is Dr. Shane we're talking about. There have not been conditions that he has been unable to cure thus far. That's right. What an insolent young man. If Dr. Shane can't cure her, do you think that you can? Where did this scoundrel come from? What cheek he has to doubt Dr. Shane?